Good morning, YouTube. As the headline of this 2-year-old local newspaper article asks, new 49er stadium, is it really environmentally friendly or just eco-hype? In this video, we'll look at some of the claimed features and then what's actually there to see if they lived up to the hype. This line from the article sets the tone for the stadium project. The 49ers say their new home will be a model of ecological efficiency that will make fans in environmentally conscious Northern California embrace the project the way that Sierra clubbers hug old-growth redwoods. So you can imagine drawing a circle around Silicon Valley and putting a point at the center. That's about where the stadium is located. Tesla Motors is about 10 miles north. Intel is just to the west. Apple, Facebook, LinkedIn, and a veritable who's who of tech is within a 20-minute drive. And the Sierra Club headquarters is less than an hour away in San Francisco. So a statement that says they want to wow this local population is saying a lot. Let's jump in and take a look at how they did that. So this is the stadium web page, and if you go to the very last tab, it brings you to the About page. You can either scroll down to the bottom or there's a link here, takes you to a sustainability page. I'll just show you this page to start with. They're talking about the stadium had earned 44 points, more than the 39 required for LEED Gold certification. And if we go back here, I just want to show you here, you can also scroll to the bottom of the page. And here they're talking about 41 points. So is it 44 or 41? So Levi Stadium is apparently the first stadium to host an NFL team with LEED Gold certification. So what's that? So LEED is part of the U.S. Green Building Council, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. So in summary, it's a project rating system where points are scored in various design categories if the criteria is met. And it's things like having low-flow plumbing fixtures or motion sensor lights in restrooms, etc. And the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas has a LEED Silver certification, and Levi Stadium wanted to be the first gold certified facility, and they apparently earned enough points, either 41 or 44 depending on which page you read, for that certification. And it's interesting to note here that the rating levels seem to have changed, because now 44 points only gets you a certified rating, and you need 60 to 79 points for gold. Good on them for the achievement. Apparently when they got their rating, it was a gold rating. Let's take a closer look at two of these bulleted items down here. One is the stadium is located on a sustainable site, and the other one, they talk about this 27,000 square foot green roof on top of the stadium suite tower, and there's a little picture of it. So what's a sustainable site? This is the Sustainable Sites Initiative down here in their frequently asked questions. What is a sustainable site? Just highlight a few things. A sustainable site is a healthy, functioning landscape that provides ecosystem services to a diverse group of site users. Landscape performance increases as relationships between soil, vegetation, and organisms mature over long periods of time, becoming more complex and interdependent. Down here, restoring habitat and biodiversity, all while providing significant social and economic benefits to the immediate site and surrounding region. So it's interesting that they only mention the basic sustainable site, and there's no Sites V2 rating. There's probably a story behind that. So here's an aerial view from a drone flyover video on YouTube. If asked to describe this aerial view, does sustainable site pop up as your first reaction? So the site here that the stadium is on is about a 21-acre site. There's about 2 acres of Bermuda grass turf that's actually already been replaced a handful of times. They replaced it, I think, twice in 2014. Once it actually canceled one event because the turf was all torn up, and then they apparently replaced it last summer. And they even have 23,000 square feet of artificial turf was installed around the playing surface. Now it is irrigated with recycled water, so that's good. I don't think it rates as a sustainable ecosystem in my book. Been replaced 3 or 4 times already. It's a strict monoculture. It's turf growing on top of sand, on top of a concrete pad. It's aggressively maintained to look good for TV cameras. If you look closely, the green roof here is in native plants, and that's a good idea, but that 27,000 square foot green roof is only about 3% of the total 21 acres. And then, is it usable to a diverse range of site users? Well, I suppose if you count football fans, concert goers, soccer, and monster truck fans as a diverse group, well, then maybe. But it's not even visible to anyone outside the stadium, so it's hardly any benefit to the general public. And prepare to fork over $25 to $50 for a tour of the place to go in and look at the green roof. And realize that the green roof is right next to the solar terrace outdoor bar area, so I doubt there's a diverse habitat up there. How about squirrels, mice, garter snakes, burrowing owls living here? I really doubt it. The health department would probably have a problem with mice running around here when you're trying to serve food over here. And being that this green roof is 100 feet up in the air, it's an island in the sky, so to speak, so maybe a random bird or two will make it up there. This is from the University of Chicago, was looking at this green roof, and you can see they have to water it. It's not a self-sustaining environment. From the Sustainable Sites Fact, landscape performance increases as relationships between soil, vegetation, and organisms mature over long periods of time, becoming more complex and interdependent. So it's not likely to happen up there, but they can make the claim that some of their roof space is green, so I'll give them an E for effort. And here's what you can see from the front of the stadium. The green roof is actually up under these solar panels on the roof. There are some small trees planted along this fence here. So there's not much in the way of restoring habitat and biodiversity going on here. It's 21 acres of stadium with a little bit of green roof up here and a dozen little trees planted down here. And then, not to mention, filling the creek down here with trash, as I've shown in earlier videos. But wait, there's more. See these green grass soccer fields out behind the stadium? That's the city's youth soccer park. The stadium wants that land to turn into a parking lot so they can charge $40 a vehicle to park. And there's even more. They proposed relocating those soccer fields to a nearby natural area along the Guadalupe River. And here's some pictures of that area. The natural habitat that was restored along the Guadalupe River back in, I think, 2001. That I would call biodiversity, a sustainable site. So let's summarize. They want to take these natural grass soccer fields and pave those over to become a parking lot like this, and then they want to take over some of this native habitat along the river and turn that into a monoculture grass soccer field. Yep, that's got concern for environment written all over it. So I'll give the stadium good marks on using recycled water and for the green roof. Beyond that, not sure what to say, but ecologically sustainable wouldn't be high on my list of words to describe this project. In the next video, we'll look at some of the other sustainability bullet points on the web page, so stay tuned for that. Feel free to join the conversation in the comment section below. Links to reference material in the video description. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated as videos are posted. And as always, thanks for watching.